按赞、订阅、开启小铃铛。
高雄读书会呢，其实就从我们这个济思堂的书宣开始，然后透过科技呢，竟然能够传遍全球哈。然后所以呢，因为这样子的变化，让读书呢有了不同的新乐趣。那我个人呢观察到我们的团队呢，其实它是有5大特色。第一个特色呢，就是非常的主动积极。刚刚大家说
Good morning to everyone. Actually, we have our specialized in this group study, book sharing groups.
他的才华。然后第三个是忙得非常的有意义。
First and second is we are very we can learn a lot on it. The third one is we are very busy. And fourth, even no matter who is coming in, the newcomer, we are also appreciate their help and
今天全球还有目前在场的各位，您现在脸上所现出的灿烂的笑容，其实都是来自团队辛苦付出的结果。
always can join this book sharing groups. Thank you for Online study open our hearts. Tzu family gather together, read masters, bring diligently, connect with Tzu affinity. Pass on the Dharma lineage and recruit talent. Let us study online together, enlighten and compassionate. Pass on Dharma lineage. Thank you, Yachi, for sharing. Let us start with our Ta Ai Film Festival. This Sunday, there will be some special drama will be screening every Sunday, 1:33. This Sunday, May 1st, is the film will be streaming is the preparations. He is already 30 years old, but he only have the mentally is only a child. So let us join them and watch this movie and on Sunday. This is one of the advertising to promote vegetarianism. We can see this in the non-civilizations, they hunting meat for their life, for their food. Now we already say goodbye to all this hunting. We should not. We are not supposed to eat meat again. The other advertising to promote vegetarianism is this cute koala bear from Australia. I like you because you are so peaceful and you're so cute. If not the fire, I will be your best support, because if not because of the fire, I will give you a heart. So let us assist the earth with started to be vegetarians from today. This Jinsi aphorism, dedications of our lifetime, energies as well as wisdom are all parts of our life. Master ideal talents are moderates, are not arrogant, pure with self-respect, cultivations and virtue, always hold selfless love and treat everyone equally. be open-minded and control-tempered, work hard and harmonious with others, show good entities in speech and action, be enlightened, visual with a purified heart, focus on general principle, not traffic, with the all above characterism, they are qualified follower of master. Master will feel at ease. Wish everyone be an ideal talent in master's eyes. Put arm on chest and say, relax, master. We are your ideal discipline. If you are alone, let thumb up for yourself. If you have someone together with you, just thumb up to them as well. If let's say you love masters, please spread this Dharma lineage to others. In 2020, Master's blessing from the Master blessing, we already have 10 language of oral translations and 133. This week is the 4th week. We have English, Cantonese, Japanese, Malay, and Hakka for this week. Thank you. The English translation team this week is Australia and New Zealand team. Anita, Gina, Eugene, and Tiffany, and Sharon. Thank you. This Cantonese, this is the Cantonese translation team. This is from Indonesia's Malay, Indonesian's Malay translation. Now we can see Sharon is now in Africa. She's Sharon. She's from Australia team. Actually, she is transferred from Swatini, but she still will do the translations for us. Sharon feel that she learned a lot. She thank you teacher Mei Yun for starting the Kaohsiung Book Club. So we all can help to spread master teaching, sharing Tzu Chi work around the global and cultivate goodness among ourselves. Every time teachers will write Chinese to in Mandarin to Sharon, but Sharon will reply in English. Now Sharon even can write in Mandarin to teacher already. She's improved a lot, and she is feeling very special about the 9th anniversary celebration for Kaohsiung Book Study Group. By connecting all the interpretations, translation speaker, and all of the Tzu Chi families and family around the world, she feel that this is a very special birthday celebrations. This is one of the Jin Hui from Japanese translation group.
点，他去盘点2021年5月22日第一次连线听我们与高雄线上读书会跟上一季中心座团，也因为这样子的一个因缘，马上隔天收到了一个讯息，那我们就马上
She joined us because she heard about the sharing with our book club study group sharing with masters. The next day, she has already joined our team to become one of the translation team.
哇，这个团队。第二个是好姻缘不断，只是一念心。他就觉得说，只要有心想好意的时候，那自自然。
I say you think the good tips, you will have a good cause. Everyone only contribute a little. There will be contribute will be a bit success for us. This is from very some kind of trouble, but later on become. All this the trouble we recording will turn to a very good words for the others.
之前他只是单纯的加入这样的一个比喻，然后后来被选为窗口。
Eventually, she only has a writer translations for the script, but later she also be the one of the team leaders of the translation team.
他一开始只是资源，可是没有想到哦，经过这样子，他发现了几个点。他说，之前日本呢，其实有事情要让日语的部分去发挥的机会。
She is in charge of Japanese translation team. They didn't have actually practice a lot of practice, but they have to learn it by themselves and. Now they have time together once a month and try to practice and learn from each others. Thank you, Xiaoping, Houyu, Sharon. Thank you very much. Thank you, Brother Jie. Some of the volunteer sister and brother, when they finish the book club, they will go to book sharing. They will go to the level 2. They all the computers are doing technical work in the level 2. Thank you. All this our team to have their own responsibility to contribute themselves. He's happy to be Anthrocism's people because he can get into it and enjoy it. No matter how big the problem is, you can think of a way to solve it, and you can face it positively, even if there are negative voices. Thanks to the many enthusiasts learners around us, we are encouraged to move forward. There's all these from positive feedback. From last week review, we can see a lot of positive feedback for the doctors Peng from Japan, Jin Hui. Thank you for her sharing. Thank you, Dr. Peng sharing, we learn a lot. And this is not just listening and moral only, but for Earth, we have to love our Earth and protect our Earth to our action to support our to rescue our Earth. Thank you. We can help to promote our vegetarianism to protect global. Thank you. Last week also is our CEO of Tzu Chi Australia, Brother Song Yikang and Sister Liao Yi Jun Sherry. Thank you, Emily, for sharing. Canada this year is also 30 anniversary, so we all celebrate anniversary together. Thank you, Sister Xiu Nui from Qin Shui. If let's say we can think about the future, we will protect our future and promote vegetarianism, then everyone will be better. This is the other sharing from Sister Wenqing. Even they are locked down, they can have vegetarian foods as well. There's a lot of fans in China family. Is very happy to see Sister Si Qin in the stream. We're happy to listen to his sharing. On the other review from last week on the way home by Sisters Hu Fengqin, Zhong Jinyuan and Jiang Yue Guang. Thank you for Yu Yong sharing. Actually, they have say that some prisoners email they accidentally mentioned about them to say that they will try to the best to live.
Is a fear with Dharma teachings from Master. I find it very much easier to understand and always look forward as it is like a beacon of light, similar to life wisdom. 他讲到的是
thank you, Brother Cock. Even yes, guidance reading segment is filled with drama teaching from Master. I feel it very much easier to understand and always look forward at it's like a beacon of light similar to life with wisdom. Thank you. Yeah, if you are the YouTuber, you also can leave your message in the YouTube as well.
满满的正能量，真是一对天作之合的慈济夫妻，令人羡慕。对，好，石金文清真的是
From Japan, sisters Si Yanfen also thank you. Si Qin, both husband and wife, they are exciting, interesting sharing. They are very positive and very good couple. This is our sister Ran Si from Malaysia. She draw all this drama drawing. Now it's our turn to go to Philippines. This is one of the video clips that the Philippines volunteer
好，真的每逢佳节倍思亲哈，所以咱们视讯拜年，无论在哪里，每个人
send their New Year greeting to Master through.
是有爱的。那我们来看一下哈，就是保和岛这个部分其实是大家熟悉。然后每次讲到菲律宾的时候，我们其实会有比较多的一个印象在于
This is when after the typhoon Lei. Philippines has a lot of disasters. They have experienced like 10 to 20 typhoons per year. So our relief team is moving around Philippines to help the victims to build their house and help them to survive after. This is one of the social worker Renato. Some of the them with disaster victim. This is a fire. Fishermen say they can't go fishing anymore because of no boats. The typhoon Haiyan, 3 months, in 3 months time, they already have 1 year's 1 year rains. For the we all know that now is hot topic is vaccinations. At the Chima Philippines cooperations with the government to provide vaccinations to the Filipino in the stadium. They have created 2 dimensions barcode system on their own to improve the check-in process. Then they can use the QR code to prevent registrations. The patients can use their mobile to scan the barcode and complete the form in less than 2 seconds. The public also feel that it's surprisingly that they can register in 2 seconds. I like to be with you because you have positive energy.
没有，他现在在嘉义哦，
Uh,
明天就会回去
do
上
do
班，所以
do you
他
think we are in
台湾。
Philippines?
来，
He is
菲律
in
宾的申
Philippines.
航，你好，
Brother Chai Sun Hang.
是
He is not. He is in Taiwan right now.
你们整个团队真的非常敬佩，就是真的。
Good morning to everyone. Thank you for the team. I think the team is very have a lot of positive energy.
感恩，一定要的，是，
Discord.
我可以就直接分享了吗？
对对，然后你要简报，对，
那我简报我先
Can
是是，
can I go to my sharing
好的，
directly?
非常好。
But we have to look.
其实今天这个主题借着一个
Can we show the PowerPoint with others as well?
这是2020年发生的，那当然2021跟今年年初也发生。
Typhoon Goni landed in the Philippines on November 1st, 2020 as its peak intensity.
这个一年呢，因为那一段时间我们去动员的时候，其实几乎就是全程灌注啊。那正好这一年过后，那当然这件事过后，正好说菲律宾董事会期间就有安排说请我去分享这一段了。
Actually, for the sharing sessions with masters want us to share about this part of disaster relief.
以礼来会事，以事来会礼，所以今天就借着那一阵子
So
跟大家分享这一段上人敬事面缘。
Master already Master share this very aligned to what we doing in the Philippines as 2020. The Buddha Dharma response to the world's cause and conditions, the way there's crowds gather to bring rain and moisture, it remove the world's various impurity of anger and innocence. Let's begin to the Typhoon Goni was the second strongest storm in the Pacific Northwest of the 21st century. After this Typhoon Haiti in 2013. So actually after the Jinshi, Adobe heard the news. All the volunteers in the in Hualien started to raise funds to the victims in the Philippines. Master urged us to recruit more volunteers to help the victims so that the disaster relief team that went to the Army province could complete its mission within 16 days.
所以就把握这个一年要去，但是上人那一阵子就跟我们叮咛两个非常重要的一个关键，一个他就说你一定要借力使力，把菩萨招生，把人带出来。
Master also encourage, give us advice to recruit more local people to help.
很难得的那一阵子啊，因为11月1号一个台风，11月11号就经过了差不多10天的一个时间，又第二个台风。
After 10 days, there is another typhoon approaching.
因为那菲律宾要过到那个救灾的那个阶段。
There is a typhoon Wako approaching to the another island.
所以所有活动都忙下来。那我们救灾的一个作业也是看状况而行，因为台风要进来。但是我们
because of the second typhoon, we have to stop our relief work.
因为刚好我们去那一段去的时候，就只有我们10个人哦，
We only have 10 people at that times for the disaster relief team. Although there is another more than 10 people local volunteer, but when we want to depart, we found that they tested positive for the COVID. Master said that the luck and the misfortunes of these people are in the hand of a few of you. On November 11, Typhoon Walker landed in the Philippines. This typhoon had already damaged some of the home base of local volunteers, so they can't come and help us. After we go to the relief work at Amay province, we proceed to another island. But after that, we went back to our Manila. From November 30 to December 2, Tzu Chi volunteer actively visited related government unit to find out the actual number of affected household and ask the local government to assist Tzu Chi in inviting representatives of various communities to give instruction on how to provide disaster affected households list. After that, they have already have 300 over 300 over local volunteer.
那一个阶段呢，就是厨师称吃热闹。我们用2天的一个时间14组的一个志工，分别在18个场地、101场的一个。
Luckily, one of the government officer helped Tzu Chi created a registration list. He also borrowed a computer's room from the school and inviting young people and students who had received sponsorship from Tzu Chi to assist in typing according to the registrations list. To help the victims, everyone cooperated in just a few days. 14 teams were organized to be responsible for the distributions operation in the affected area. Although most of the local volunteers were affected, they also cooperated altogether. In just 2 days, more than 300 people signed up for the disaster relief and were then assigned to different groups under the leadership of our medical teams. Dr. Si Guan Sheng also participated in the disaster relief. About 20 people distribute form in the first month undertaken by the team and the volunteer from iCenter. They also receive vouchers, and then they can take this voucher to the bank and exchange cash money. With Masters drama Renish, we will spread our Masters blessing to all the disasters victims. Thank you very much for Brother Chai.
坚持为大家做好抗疫减灾的一个工作，真的是非常的感动。那我相信大家呢，在听完他以后，马上会有一些回响，也请你赶快写给我们哈。所以我们再用掌声来感恩我们的生航师兄，再见，谢谢。好，那在这边呢，我们非常感恩，就是 Lin Chun， 你是来自于马来西亚的家人，还有板桥的郑梅。
Thank you, brothers, for this sharing. Thank you. Although he has experienced a lot of difficulties, but he still come and do the sharing.
因为你有正能量，我来了，我就给了3朵玫瑰哈。嘉义的何淑兰，即便在金门呢，也跟我们连线在一起，非常感恩。时经说疫情升温，书有上线，也没有减弱，所以来自要掌声一下了，来自石家庄、北京、武汉、无锡、贵州、昆山、哈尔滨、重庆的家人也都上线了哈，感恩大家。琳达佩是在美国的北加州，一样说 is watching with you， 谢谢你 is watching with us 啊。潘秋菊是来自丰原的家人，也祝福。秀贤是来自台北哈。
Thank you very much.
祝福大家，慧娟，谢谢你每一次都上线。哇，郑阳庆，你第一次留言呢？他说有如联合国的国际团队太强了，有幸参与其中，感恩。他是我们的讲师陪伴，非常感恩上人，然后。可以跟我们高雄线上读书会哈，大家就这样在一起。加拿大的管心凌他说，品书会法布施，悲智双运会命长，传正法育人才，慈济道业永无疆。舒曼今天在家充满正能量的周三，他上线留言。
This is from Canada. There is Principal Langdrin said that it's good to have the reading together. This is. Is everybody a little bit nervous? This is Fasi from Guizhou said that the internet is very good today, so they're very happy. Yeah, thank you, Mu Hui. Not only online readings, and we have the feedback every week. This Helen and Yu Sang from Taoyuan. It is Hua Lin, the Huandai sister, and Cai Shuhua come from Taipei. Qingshui. Dunfangning, where are you? Jin Su is from Thailand. Chunji gave us poem. She started with a poem talking about the Philippine brother type. Thank you, Dong Bao. Although you did not come to the on-site, but you are willing to go online reading. Liu Yu from Taipei.
你们的任何一个留言对我们都非常重要。那现在我们回到简报上，我们一起来关注木星木爱心年2人现在累积到第。
At the moment, we have 42,164 notice flowers. We continue to inspire enough in inspiring all this donation. Yeah, thank you for all this poster that the artists give us. Serve us to do all these posters. Everybody can go to the library bookshop to buy for the shoes, and then for the hand cream. It is Mother's Day. You can give out for a gift. All the money is for donation. I don't know if Yati from Africa or the Singhang from Philippines, do you know all these rings, cleaning, washing powder? Because this powder is very easy to clean all this bathroom and kitchen and sink. This is not from my home. This is from all the houses people share. Then we put it on the post it on all the groups. Then people can know about that. And this is from the Jingxi products. All the seafood, all the monastic practitioners, they will concern about that because we love our earth and there is all environmental protection. And this is a very environmental product, and we introduced to all of you. And we still have the washing powder as well. This is herbal tea. Master said that last week in the volunteer assembly, Master said that it is true. I'm not for the advertisement. This herbal tea is good to prevent this pandemic. In Taiwan, the COVID-19 is going up, the cases, as it's getting bigger and bigger. We need to protect ourselves. It is three products. We have the herbal tea, they need to cook. Another one is the liquid. Another one is the drops. Yeah, we are ready to 260 words for this feedback.
This is for positive feedback from brothers. Brother Li. He learned a lot from our brother and sisters volunteers. Dr. Li has already planned to travel from Holland to Kaohsiung's Jin Shi Hall for the sharing session. He was fully prepared and the team was very happy. But due to the increasing COVID case, he has to cancel the trip and change to online sharing. But he still appreciates the efforts. The sharing is from our Taichung sister Liao Jiaoqi. She also planning to invite a group of friends to come to Jinshi Hall, Kaohsiung Jinshi Hall, but due to the COVID case increasing the pandemic, they have also to participate online. Although sometimes the drama is a bit too acting too much, but they still feel that the reactions and feel the happiness and the story behind. Next, she also mentions who sit next to me also moved to tears, and the audience was able to learn more behind the scene. We can know that we can understand more about the scene story of the productions. This is about our 9th anniversary birthday celebrations. This sharing is from Tainan, Sister Li Chun Lan. It seems that it's very trouble to write the positive feedback, but nowadays she thinks that it's appreciate to have the chance to write that positive feedback to others. She's the one that who after the book sharing group, she go to the level 2 and saw all the technicals, technologies, and in the level 2, she think that we are putting a lot of efforts in this book sharing group. If let's say we can go to the Kaohsiung Jinshi venue, these studios, there will be more positive energy sharing as well. Even she has already moved to Tainan for some years, she also feel that she want to go back to Kaohsiung to participate, to join the book sharing group. She appreciates that we have oral translations and writing translations as well. Thank you, Sisters Zhang Wen Dan from Hualien. She also admired the team missions of missions. All the missions must achieve and able to Kaohsiung Online Study Group to become a multi-lane lineage. The other one sharing is Taipei Du Yunen. Sister Tu Yun, she only learned Photoshop for 3 months. She feels that she is not as good as, but she is inviting to join us. However, in the beginning, teacher Mei Yun rejected her drawing. So after that, after a while, she has been a bit disappointed. But later on, she feels that this rejections also help her to learn a lot. Thank you. All the positive feedbacks from our team. Thank you very much for writing all these articles. It's not easy for them.
Next, we have sisters Xie Bilian to share with us the review on Master's Diary of 2021 Summer Edition. Dear Master at above, Tzu Chi family around the world. Hello everyone, I am Xie Bilian from Ruixing Fengshan. My Dharma name is Chi Xun. I'm going to share the review on Master's Diary of 2021 Summer Edition. My topic is praise for people who do good deed and pass on the good deed to the generation after generation. From the figures released by Taiwan Epidemic Command Center on March 15 and April 12th, it can be known that the number of confirmed cases has increased more than 7,000 in less a month, and it has been increasing by several hundreds every day. It can be seen that the new COVID-19 not only has no tendency to subside, but also the pandemic is getting stronger and stronger, and the only way to deal with it is to be a vegetarian. And in the face of the current pandemic, volunteers in the Taipei area respond to the vegetarian diet and even took action to promote vegetarianism. The pandemic has not yet subsided. Under the level 3 alert, Tzu Chi volunteers in the northern district not only stay at home, but also respond to vegetarian diet, and even took action to promote vegetarianism. And they deliver the meals to the frontline medical centers and do their best. Master keeps reminding that vegetarian food is the only medicine to keep away from this pandemic. Tzu Chi volunteers from the North District shared how they take into account the pandemic prevention and combine the strengths of more people to deliver the vegetarian meals to the frontline medical centers. And Tzu Chi volunteer Xi Caixia, she said, we stick on the Tzu Chi logo and write their department, and then we deliver put them in the cart, and then with the gratitude and respect and love as a Tzu Chi's humanistic culture, and then we deliver those meals to National Taiwan University Hospital. And Master remind us this wave of pandemic shows that life is impermanent. There is no distinction between rich and poor, and all living beings have equal lives. I am grateful to my disciples for loving and caring to the all beings, just like bodhisattvas. And the entertainer Ms. Jia Yongjie, after the local pandemic became serious, she led her friends to donate the high-flow oxygen nasal cannula for distribution system to major hospitals. Also share your feelings online. Master praised her for being kind, compassionate, and courage, and encourage her to continue to lead young people to do good deeds, so that the actions of the beneficiaries would spread to every corner of the society. We also encourage the young people around us to do good together. According to 2019 statistics of the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, people around the world kill an average of 2,556 livestock every second for food, and more than 200 million animal lives are lost every day. Master said that this is a considerable number, which means that people have accumulated heavy killing karma in order to eat. And the disasters in the world have arisen from this. And also Master praised for the young people. She said, when I see young people involved in vegetarianism, I feel alive and the earth is safe. I look forward to more people coming to become vegetarian together and making the world more peaceful. And Master said that it seems difficult to convince people of her generation to promote vegetarianism. Yet young people are willing to stand up to promote vegetarianism, and there are many methods, lively and energetic. Also can encourage their peers. So Master is happy to see young people involved in promoting vegetarianism. So she feels full of vitality, and the earth is saved. And we hope that everyone can promote vegetarian to your friends, and so that and hope everyone all can praise and be happy for people who do good deeds and pass on the good deeds to generation after generation. Now let's listen to Master's teaching. After the Buddha passed away, within around 100 years, his teachings had gradually deviated from what the Buddha originally taught and faded out in India. So the Buddha's teachings didn't prosper in India, which is truly a pity. See how difficult it was for true Dharma to be passed on in this world. So since we have the opportunity to hear the Buddha's teachings now, we need to take them to heart. The Buddha teaches us to go amongst people to serve. There are many people suffering in the world. Regardless of our religious faith, we should serve others with love. Encourage more people to do the same. And praise those who do good. When we see others doing good, we should praise them and emulate them. This is what it means to learn from those who are better than us and rejoice in the good that others do. The Buddha teaches us to praise and be happy for people who do good. As Buddhist practitioners, we should spread love around this world. We should not differentiate between religions that upholds the spirit of love. Thank you for Master's teaching. And we hope that everyone to be vegetarian. And the only way is the only way to is to take vegetarian diet generation after generation. And I hope everyone can do good and pass on to generation after generation. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you very much for this guide reading group. And then let us go back to the PPT. You do not need to be very special to start. If you have a stream, you can continue to do it. You will be success. Yeah, Xin Hang, brother, you are great. And his big family is very contribute to Chi, and then love Master very much. Not only the work for the donation or work for themselves every day, or contribute to do a lot of things. Do you know who is related? Tai Xinghe, Xing'er, and Qi. They invite so many technology. They are brother, sister, they are siblings. Thank you for your for the father, Taiwan brother, and then mother as well. The whole family work as volunteers. Because of this this platform, so then they can work as volunteers, and then a lot of power from the family and from all the Dharma relatives. And thank you for the Philippine volunteers, for the master wisdom that all the Philippine victims and can be recovered very quickly from the natural disaster. And this is a very big role of responsibility. Thank you for the Xinghe brothers sharing. So we need to believe ourselves. At the moment, it is the poem as well. And look at this. Because today is Jack, he's writing for this. This is the feedback for the Nanjing principle. If we don't have this feedback, we do not know that in 2019, when he went to the Kaohsiung on site, it is really hard. Because he prepared for well, because it is Christmas. You know that all the flight has been delayed. He thinks that he will be delayed because this is quite a long time. This is his turn, and when it is up to him, it's delayed. He said that if he can make the decision, either he go back to USA or he change another flight. He said that it is not good to give up, so he quickly changed his flight, and then he successfully go to the to Kaohsiung reading group on site. He said that this is really different when he's online reading and go to the on site. It is one day before Master is in Thailand. He said that it is very what a shame he cannot go meet Master. Then I think about that in my mind. So I arranged him to go to Thailand to meet Master. Although only a few minutes, but he is very content. He said that it is very important to have the good affinity and make wishes. When he found that when he's in Thailand, a lot of people say hello to Mei Yun teacher, that it is the same as the Kaohsiung. So he found that it is very important to make good wishes. Then we have the poem. Thank you. For the Nanjing principle. This is Australia have a 30 years anniversary. And then thank you very much for the people to go to the prison to look after all the prisoners. And this is Pang Qiming. He's talked about the climate. This is Randy Song and Diana in Australia. That is 30 years already, and then work in the communities. And this is a guy reading, so Brother Su, and this is Sitting Wenjing, and this is how to be healthy under pandemic. Under in the prison, that is very dim light. Yeah, thank you for all the team to look after them. And let us talk together. Now we go to the USA. This is written by the Jack, not only by Chinese, and they write the English as well. Thank you. 时经文清回家去，希望力量扶凤琴，接引一线江月晃，同是度化钟炯元，正知正见正经济，分阅高墙蔡美惠，为老法音译经藏，陪伴救苦传心法，心灵良药做慈济呀，做慈济。一次爱的鼓励，给我们所有的顺口溜团队爱的鼓励，贝贝来。顺口溜团队，你们好棒！ 真的非常感恩顺口溜团队哈，周这样子坚持。那大家可以看一下，这个4月23青色呈现的，有时候啊，在我们慈济重要的日子，我们没办法去解释。Now we can all see. Thank you for the all the poem team. You are so great. Yeah, thank you for them. And every week they write the poem every week. And it is on 23rd in April. It is in the Jingxi album. We cannot explain, but this cloud is happening like that. Yes, all the cloud is not on the sky. Then why the cloud is all spread out in the factory, and it's very rare. You need to pay attention. It is Qi important date. So in the 24th, Chen Sifu shared this on the master's birthday date. So I get it from the Chen Sifu. Chen Sifu said that if we have the belief, although it is a very big river, we can go over the river and then we can spread out the Dharma. If on the other side, if we do not believe it is, although it is over there, we cannot reach it. At the moment, this is when we meet the writer, and today we have invited the Archie. She sent the books over before, although she's not here. Thank you very much. Everybody can have a book. Who is writing this for this verse? This is from Gao Song Ru. This is our artwork. Is from the Gao Song. You can see that today, actually, we have so many people will come. There's about 10 people. That is the volunteers. They have been in Africa before. They will be here. But because of the pandemic, so they cannot come to the on-site, to the library, so they stay online.
So Yati, just now if you are online, you would have heard as well that the one who is going to do interpreting with you is actually is online as well from Kaohsiung. This is the South Africa new Jingxi Hall. As you can see, it is really, really big. In 2020, they did a plan and then slowly built the new Jingxi Hall. It's really big. This is a home, South African Suji home. At the same time, when having to do preparation for the new Jingxi Hall in Africa. So let's just listen to this video. A good start is half of our success. During the process of facing building the new Jingxi Hall, the mountains, I hope that our future demolition process and our construction process will be safe and smooth. Today we are going to move house soon. So as you can see, they are moving to their new home, the new Jingxi Hall. So although they can't get on to be on stage, but let's just share the videos from there. So we have in Africa, Suji Footprints span 10 countries. In addition,
To their basic relief, volunteers also donated vegetables, seeds, and local volunteers lead the people to plant vegetables. In all the relief package we gave, the only thing that never ceases to grow is the seed. I hope that in such a difficult period, the spirit can be planted in the hearts of the volunteers so that they can be self-reliant and have more self-confidence moving forward. So here we can see there's also another distribution. In the Mongku district of Zambia, many disabled people are poisoned by the wrong consumption of cassava. Volunteers have affected by this eating the cassava. Sister Yachi said, using the woolen bags, the sweet potatoes were planted and grown the new form of a supplement food for them to eat. Instead of eating the cassava, consume the cassava, which is quite poisonous. Now volunteers and villagers can consume the potato leaves, which is much healthier. Then these young volunteers accompany their moms, grandmas, and all other volunteers. They cross the stream. They get into the jungle. They climb uphill and downhill to expand, to spread more care and love to everyone. So spreading love to all. You must say, you all at the local area, they plant the seeds of goodness in local area and let the local bodhisattva turn their lives around and let them bring out the light of life. Tzu Chi Volunteers Africa has reached the poorest places in the world through charity and helping others. So it is really touching to see all those volunteers accompanying the young one. This is another story that is very, very touching. This grandma, every time before she goes out, she always bring. She can't go out. She every time before she goes to Tzu Chi, she needs to put on her gray uniform, gray and white skirt. So you can see in this situation, this grandma, she has actually was very sick, but she even though very sick, her only wish is to wearing the commissioner uniform. So as we can see from here, that through this video clip, we can actually see what's happening, like in Africa, the love and care, the love to Master, and how much all these volunteers wanting to be so close to Master and want to wear this commissioner uniform. So today, Sister Yachi online here will share with us the book that she wrote. This book is about the shimmering light, the long road in South Africa, the journey. So in this book, Sister Yachi also wrote that like the light of the fireflies crossing the borders, regardless of races and religion, lighting up the earth of South Africa cut through the darkness into every corner, little by little, reveal the brightness and the truest light and warm sharing to everyone, the world. So we really need ones to bring everyone to South Africa. In this, yes, we are very, very blessed because Sister Yachi sharing with us over there now is the middle of the night. So I like to be with you because you have all the strength. So where's all welcome, Sister Yachi? Yachi, can you hear us? grateful. Thank you for the book that you sent to us. Thank you, everyone. This is my first book. Stories that I've written. Very grateful that today I have the opportunity to share with everyone in the stories in this book. Of course, in the book there's a lot of stories, but I don't have all the time to share all. But I will today I will want to share with everyone, since we have this good affinity, sharing with everyone some of the stories in this book. So the first one I want to share with everyone is about this novel. So in this this novel written by Charles Dickens really touches me. And he said that it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was also the season of darkness. So as you grow, you just starting to understand like such quotes that he wrote. What is he trying to tell us? So I believe that the era that we are in now, this is also we the era of Tzu Chi, where we actually witness a lot of real life stories. So even in the most despair time, there's still hopes in them. So this is really a very, even though it's a very confused like life challenges and all that, but these stories we can all relate it. By reading this novel, we can relate it to the now, this era as well. So like in Africa, like in 1999, the whole world praised the miracle of the peace that broke through the racial barriers, breaking the high walls between the black and white, the apartheid time. But however, in the background, there are a lot of fighting behind the scene. The different tribals fight against each other, and political struggle, the struggle of power, the courage, the ferocity, and all emerge out from these racial barriers breakdown. So the really poor people have not yet at peace. So in the flip side of where everyone see peace and the end of apartheid, but actually it also brought up all the internal fights between tribals, especially in the local area, local tribals. So much hatred and anger among themselves. It's like peace being like seen from outside, but actually cruelty was in the inside. It's like the two sides of the same body coexist, but contradicting each other. So revenge is one of the things, the fights that are happening in South Africa. So in trying to survive through this violence, it was really hard and difficult for them to talk about love. But during this difficult time, however, there's only one person, and this one person, because of his great big love, broke into the Zulu tribal there and Zulu tribal grassland alone to spread his great big love. Of course, the person I'm talking about is Brother Michael Pan Ming Shui. So at that time, you can see this is really a perilous road that can kill, an endless, lonely, barren road. And in this road, you see Brother Michael Pan, he himself alone drove this truck, the car, going through this difficult road, dangerous road. And because of his love and wanting to care for so many, he did that. With his, so a lot of volunteers. The guiding spirit there was just the white bread and broken tires, but a group of volunteers still follow Brother Michael Pan to volunteer, to bring out this strong spirit of people, the great big love of people, to help many. So the volunteers recounted the memories. They said, in those extremely bitter times, only Brother Pan really risked his life to tell us what love is, the meaning of love. So driving through this difficult road, this challenging road, this journey is really, you can see is Brother Pan brought out a lot of volunteers to come out, to bring them out, to help others. So Brother Pan saw that as crossing the road, can see the graves, the old graves and the new graves on both sides of the soil slope. So those who died in the graves, you can see like a lot of them are all died of AIDS and so on. This is also the era of AIDS in South Africa. You can see Brother Pan also witnessed the groups of AIDS orphans and terminal AIDS patients with his own eyes. So he witnessed the death. So you can also see the orphans. A lot of their parents, a lot of them passed away from AIDS. So this is also the era. This is in 1997 when Brother Pan returned to Hualien. There's the time that he actually starting to understand first time that what sort of era is this. Then he realized that actually this is the universe is actually like an empty space that all beings can share the mission of how to serve the world in this universe. We can all share the love. This is one to infinite. So in that era, so he walked through the suffering, experienced the suffering, see the suffering. So and with the heart, he never waver. He wants to help people there. The images he saw shocked him to the point of speechless and made him we saw the suffering of the black tribes, the past, the birth, and the sickness, and the lives that had turned his own heart upside down. That's when he wants to really wants to go and help. So Brother Pan also went through the 4 stages of the 4 Noble Truths. And the first stage is seeing the truth of suffering, entering the truth. Stage 2 is the cause of suffering. The third stage is the cessation of suffering, how to end the way to end the suffering. to save people. And the fourth stage is the path to cessation for suffering. That is with the pure and unseeking, with pure mind, walk the Bodhisattva path, go among people to help. So the first stage is the truth of suffering and seeing suffering. Because he could not bear to see the poverty and the suffering of people, Brother Pan devoted a lot of his time and energy to actively counseling the Zulu residents through training. It wasn't easy. And however, the results also far from what was expected. It was full of frustration. It's really not easy to endure. But Brother Pan, very determined and kept helping. So in this stage 2, this is the cause of suffering. Everything must be mindful. So realizing that everything has its causes and effects, when Sir G.P. Pho entered the community, they actually also enter into the conditions, the environments, the situations, and experience it themselves, and to sincerely accompany these people, the volunteers and the people who needs help, and help purifying their hearts. So Brother Pan shared lots of Sir G stories with them, touch their heart, and hope that they can also change their thoughts and go out and carry love, go out and help others. So in order to help others, we really need to contribute, need to do the work. The third stage is the cessation of suffering. The way to end the suffering is to save the people from suffering. Giving is a virtue, is also a way that can smooth out the pain of yourself and others, and give yourselves confidence and strength, giving happiness to others. Giving is the happiest. And the fourth stage is the path to cessation of suffering. So, and we must have a pure mind and need to be patient. We have wisdom to accompany walk the Bodhisattva path, to go among the masses, to accompany the local people, the local volunteers. We must really be mindful and use our heart to accompany the volunteers. Brother Pan carefully protect the local volunteers, guiding them. So in February 2012, at the Jingxi Junction, it is a very important year. That is when the turning point for Brother Michael Pan. So he took up responsibilities, and at that time in Master's morning disclosure to the South African disciples, so every time Master thinks of so many suffering in Africa, Master's very sad, couldn't bear to see African going through this suffering. So, but also in the same time, just before going back to South Africa, Brother Michael's 88-year-old mother was very ill, and Brother was very reluctant to leave his mom behind. So on the day he was about to leave, he just, as before saying goodbye to his very sick mom in the hospital heart, he just said to himself, like, please, he pray. Remembering Master's disclosure, he silently told himself that he cannot give up. Once diligent Master disciples, he said in his own heart at the moment that he prayed for the complete Bodhisattva path, let this son lose 10 years of his life in exchange for his mother's recovery. this is a really a piece of very truthful text. Brother Pan described the struggle back then, and many tears he shared, swallow alone. Every bit of it turned into a turning point in his life that he wants to do, that he wants to transform others, and going back to South Africa. So stepping out of South Africa, the first stop of his journey, the first country he stopped is the road to Eswatini. So at that time, there's no volunteers in Eswatini. But because we have nothing, it's actually we have everything. Because we have nothing, so we can start everything there, and everything is a beginning. So we can do a lot in that country. So one by one, Brother Pan make a breakthrough, making South Africa's transnational care, taking this one big step. And so the first footprints landed is onto the village in Eswatini, the Manzini city. So everything started from scratch because. So here you can see along the pile of rubbish, volunteers found Tabitha, a 70-year-old grandmother who suffered from diabetes, stroke, and bedridden for 3 years. And on the floor side, beside her, on the right-hand side, is the picture of a 26-year-old granddaughter who was still lying on the ground, Thandeka. Thandeka herself also has AIDS. So the mattress that the stroke grandmother slept on are almost unusable. And granddaughter Thandeka suffered from cerebral palsy, was born deformed and suffer from AIDS, just getting skinny. As you can see from the picture, she was really, really skinny. It's just like a mummy that is like 100 years very dried. So the death of Thandeka and the grandmother, that they are the Bodhisattva. Although at last stage of life, they are actually the Bodhisattva. Many volunteers came to help them. So at this turning point, the pair actually acted as mentors in their last moment of life to inspire and give us the inspiration, the spirit of great love among the local volunteers of Eswatini. So this is to me. This is to me. I think their image is always in a lot of volunteers that turn a lot of volunteers thinking that that we should really care for others and provide love to others. So to me, they are the mentors to Eswatini. So in this in journeying in March 2012, journeying through the first night of the transnational Starry Night, Brother Pan and the volunteers silently say to themselves that this difficult, though the difficult back and forth crossing the border, no matter how hard, how challenging and difficult it is, they really want to cross it and want to go and help others. We from no volunteers to many volunteers, from one village to another village. We wander into 6 different communities, suburban area. And when working in produce, one can only do best to cross the border. When you arrive, you can only do whatever you can to settle down. So as long as there's floor, a roof, and a place where you can sleep with blanket, it is very worthy and full of gratitude. that when you are full of energy and wanting to help, you will get up every day and can focus on the task of helping others. In the early days, G much attention to Eswatini, went out the first few years in volunteering, recruiting many volunteers. In this video, as you can see, this is the elderly grandma who undertake really stumbling back and forth of the stairs. They are the Zulu mothers and grandmothers in their 60s and 70s. They work hard to carry and distribute the rice, care and share during the day, and do reports and organizing distribution lists at night. And I never read a single hardworking complaint in the report that brought back to me. On the contrary, one time when I was sorting out all the photos and videos that told, I saw this in the dark nights and under the shimmer light. The volunteers really touched my heart. Slowly dragging themselves one step at a time, going back to their resting area residence. At the moment, I cover my face with tears. The less they say they were tired, the more distressed I felt, and I just burst into tears. Therefore, I secretly swore to myself that from now on, I will sort out and document every movement, happenings in Africa, the cross-border information brought back by the volunteers. I will inform Master. I will want to let everyone know. If without this, all these stories, I don't think I'll be able to write this book today because of all the history, the events, the stories that happening there was reported and documented. That's why I can now write this book and share it with everyone so that we all can know what's how's life there. So because of them, because of the volunteers that we have, now we can understand the situations there. So not just Eswatini, now we are gone to Malawi and Zambia. One township to another, one city to another, we slowly expand. Without what Brother Michael started, it wouldn't be what we can do today. So over the past 10 years, Sergi volunteers have been localized in Eswatini, Namibia, Malawi, and Zambia. This picture shows a group of volunteers who are like wearing the stars and moons on them, walking through this difficult journey, giving people love and hope. Therefore, the light to me is not really from the sky, it's actually emerged from the ground. And they go into the hearts of all sentient beings to help others. So going back to the novels that the book that I read just now, the Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities, in there they quotes that we can see that it was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. We had everything before us, we had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven, we were all going into the direct the other way. So in 2020 to 2021, the COVID pandemic made it impossible to cross the border, but charitable work continue. And through this pandemic, we also grow. So in July 2021, the riot in South Africa and Durban was really serious. Durban was most serious and affected. During the whole national, the riot week, you can hear gunshots everywhere outside the community. I never thought the other day that I would have to pack to escape, making critical decisions for my family. So just realizing that the world is not easy. It is harder and harder, in fact. It's more and more disaster. So is the light out. So everything happens for a reason. If just like from this picture here, you can see if so if we link, we can bring out light to people. So lastly, I want to use these slides to share with all. I myself very touched. So inside here there is a quote. So it says that if everything happens, if a mother and a child hasn't taken this small road that day, then the broken thorn, twisted thorn and branches along the road would have grown thicker. So all life being will change. Even I believe that like in every one of us, we choose our own path, our own way. So the road that we took is in our hand. We have a choice. So I feel like I have the responsibility to take on responsibility to help to walk this Bodhisattva path to help others. So, and I hope that I can be the shimmer behind the scenes and let the love continue to shine in the darkness of South Africa. So this time is my turn to those moving footsteps into helping others. So very thank you to thank you everyone. So thank you to Sister Yachi. So this is the book that is written by Sister Yachi. So and documenting South Africa stories. So just now we can hear that Sister Yachi time in South Africa. So like what Sister Yachi sharing Africa just now, sharing with us Brother Pans, how he started the seed, how he started the journey. We are very, very grateful to him. So if you know about Sachi before, that she is actually a very fashionable person, but you wouldn't have thought, like, because of her affinity with Sachi. Now she is really like a warrior, taking lead into walking this Bodhisattva path to help so many. So she went to South Africa. So she said that from it's because of the Master's blessing and Brother Pan's encouragement. So she took the responsibility to go and help others. She said that. So every time that before they go on to take on a responsibility to do something, she always wants to have a peaceful heart and wants everyone to be at peace. Make sure everyone is safe to carry out the work of Sachi. That she, with her love, you can see that she really, like, from every time for all the volunteers that they're recruited into Sachi, they bring into Sachi, she really cares for them. She doesn't have the heart to see them go through difficulties or face challenges, so she keeps accompanying them to even though she cannot be there all the time, but she always support them in whatever that she can, like through the phone or calling or any other ways, but making sure that their stories are all be told, be heard. That's why she shared out all these stories of what happening there, how the volunteers carrying out all the good work, spreading out big love and care to everyone. And through this book, documenting it, she can share the stories for everyone to hear. So in this short period of time, you can see all these volunteers in South Africa are very, very diligent. So even though you don't go out, you still can know the work of all volunteers. So these are all the feedbacks from everyone who heard Sister Yachi's stories just now. The feedback that people gave through this platform. So very thank you to Sister Yachi. Thank you to the book that Sister Yachi wrote. Just like the one that we saw just now, the wind just now, the 56th anniversary, the Phoenix and the Dragon. So through their sharing here, that we can see that how they are to carrying out master works. So thank you to Sister Yachi.
我们的主场又进入一个人少少的一个状况哈。那玉荣说非常喜欢团队这个正能量哈。那凤琴说胡龙城里从南非出发是值得大家读的一本好书哈。那非常感恩 Alifu， 你是在马来西亚分会哦。跟我们这边玉荣也说蔬菜种子也是法种子。
So we are thankful to Alex from Malaysia.
这份的一个爱惜哈。那凤琴就说。
Now come back to the our PPT. This is our exercise later. Effort, you are from Malaysia chapter. This is really happy to say that you have so many seats in Africa. And thank you, and I'm blessing for all the Africa volunteer. Happy to see you start your ground foundation.
Next, it's our exercise time. Now we like to ask everyone to stand up slowly and doing the exercise with us. If you have the bowl, you can take out your any bowls that you have at home. Okay, our the first song is a life. Life is about keeping on for the present moment. Life is about keep on for the present moment. Don't just talk. Don't be delusional. Why not doing it rather than saying do and want to do? Knowing the path is knowing and walking the path. Finding the answers to life. It lies in the experience of physical action. Small things are not done. Big things are difficult to achieve. To listen, why not put in action? To say, why not doing it? Have a perseverance. Be brave. The rough road can be smooth. Life is about keep going for the present moment. Don't just talk. Don't be delusional. Why not doing it rather than saying do? To know.
要站得正正的，对，很好。拍后脚跟，脚跟，后脚跟，后脚跟，很好，现场的好棒哦。荧幕前面的您有没有跟着一起做呢？往前推，前推，脚跟点，手往前推，脚跟点，加油，继续。
Life is about keeping going for the present moment. Don't just talk. Don't be delusional. Why not doing it rather than saying do? To know, knowing the path is knowing and walking the path. Finding the answer to life, it lies in the experience of physical action. Small things are not done, big things are difficult to achieve. To listen, why not put into action? To say, why not doing it? Have perseverance, be brave. The rough road can be smooth. Life is about keep going for the present moment. Don't talk and don't be delusional. And finding the answer to life, it lies in the experience of physical action. Small things are not done. Big things are difficult to achieve. To listen, why not put into action? To say, why not doing it? Have perseverance, be brave. The rough road can be smooth. And finding the answer to life, it lies in the experience of physical action. Do more and get more. Do less and lose more. Why not put into action? Why not doing it? As long as you have the heart to do it, deserts will become oases. Okay, our next song is the long-term care song.
等一下要唱我们的歌，对，我们的歌呀，云中客。
Later, we will be singing our own song.
里面我已经转到100了。你们的右手拿球，右手拿球6。我告诉你，同样的作词作曲者哦，副总作的词。好，杨子。
80 years old, acting young, using both hands and feet, brain exercises. You throw away and I pick it up. It's not hard. Turning the waste into treasure. Great crafting skills, well liked by everyone on the street. 90 years old, in good health, able to see and hear well. Recycle volunteers always walk at the front, caring for the communities, will not fall behind. Many, many wonderful things are happening. 吃鸡吃鸡 forever, 吃鸡 forever, 吃鸡吃鸡 forever, 吃鸡 forever. Older genetic people are better than the young people. Over 100 years old volunteers, so amazing. Long-term care, hanging hair, feeling relaxed and at ease, so happy. 吃鸡吃鸡 forever. 吃鸡吃鸡 long-term care, grateful. 吃鸡吃鸡 long-term care, healthy. 80 years old, acting young, using both hands and feet, brain exercise. You throw away and I pick up, it's not hard. Turning the waste into treasure, great crafting skills, well liked by everyone on the street. 吃鸡吃鸡 forever, 吃鸡 forever, 吃鸡吃鸡 forever, 吃鸡 forever. 90 years old, in good health, able to see and hear well. Recycle volunteers always walk at the front. Caring for the communities will not fall behind. Many, many wonderful things are happening. 吃鸡吃鸡 forever, 吃鸡吃鸡 forever, 吃鸡吃鸡 forever, 吃鸡 forever. All energetic people are better than the younger people. Over 100 years of volunteers, so amazing. Long-term care, hand in hand, feeling relaxed and at ease, so happy. 慈济 forever. 慈济 long-term care, grateful and healthy.
感恩我们的副总哈，同时感恩杨子璞先生。哎，你们站在前面看接下来你们要怎么带？
Thank you.
好，我们感恩活动团队，来大家看一下，接下来呢
Thank you for the activity team.
就是我们的专属。
Everyone, please sit down.
金师姐，您可以感受一下。
The next song is our own online study group song.
Thank you very much for our Deputy CEO, Sister Lin, and thank you for the exercise volunteers. This is really touched for this Yun Zhongke. They start from 2019 when she is attending this reading group. When this last year, December, when she accompanied Master to come to Kaohsiung.
可是副总非常认真，然后副总找一个人，这个人基本上副总不认识他，所以当副总给
She talked to me when this poem to be the songs, then you can broadcast in the reading group. Is it good? Of course, I will say yes, but I think that she is so busy.
但是我一看到我就说不会吧，这个人我的天哪 ，Hebe 耶，寂寞就好。
Then later on, Sister Lin give me a name, and actually, Sister Lin does not know him. Then I'm so surprised when I know about this this name. This is very famous person. This is Yang Zibo.
总之，他非常优秀，所以他的曲子一出来的时候。
One day, when I was in, I have used his songs to be our ceremony song. There is Teacher Yang. He is a very famous person, and he is the CEO in the media company, and he is the music teacher. He is the music production CEO, and when he has this song, and when I heard this, I'm very touched. Yeah, not just to sing it again.
Existence, they are bodhisattvas. Good words are the only Dharma method. Unless they are invisible bodhisattvas, each one is diligent as a Dharma, a stand by Dharma. The essence of the Jingshi Dharma is passing on. Wisdom life is everlasting. Most favorite is every Wednesday's online study group, and each word is a gem for the poem, and everyone's cheering goes up to the crowd. Emptiness can't see anyone in the crowd. The most favorite is every Wednesday's online study group. Each word is a gem for the poem, and everyone's cheering goes up to the crowd. Emptiness can't see anyone in the crowd. Existence, they are bodhisattvas. And good words are the only Dharma method. On-site, joyfulness and crying tears. On this, they are invisible bodhisattvas. Each one is diligent as a step by Dharma and emptiness all over Dharma body. And the essence of the Jingshi Dharma is passing on to the wisdom life is everlasting. And every word is a gem for the poem. And everyone's cheering goes up to the crowd. Emptiness can't see anyone in the crowd. Existence, they are bodhisattvas. Thank you.
一棒走就好，不用带动。然后试试看哦，您可能是今天第一次听，对不对？但是来看看，如果你刚才只听一次，能不能唱一段了？因为这其实就1分44秒，我们把它重复的。
Let us sing together. The most favorite is every Wednesday's online study group. Each word is a gem for the poem. Everyone's cheering goes up to this crowd. Emptiness can't see anyone in the crowd. Existence, they are bodhisattvas. Good words are the only Dharma method. Joyfulness and crying tears. On sight, on this they are invisible bodhisattvas. Thank you for the CEO of Tzu Chi. Each one is diligent as step by Dharma and with emptiness all over Dharma body. The essence of the Jingshi Dharma is passing on, and the wisdom life is everlasting. The most favorite is every Wednesday's online study group. Each word is a gem for the poem. Everyone's cheering goes up to the crowd. Emptiness can't see anyone in the crowd. Existence, they are bodhisattvas. Let's give a big hand and thank you everyone. And thank you for the Vice CEO and also Mr. Yang Zipu. Thank you. And thank you activity team.
在今天呢，我们要分享的这边，王慧就讲到了用爱看世界，用爱来付出。哈，他讲到的最主要就是我们的。
Please give our all the VIP our important person for all these people for the this Yang Zipo and for our sister Lin. And today we look at the feedback. This is Wang Hui. And then this is Dr. Li Yi. It is from 6 months to 20 years. See the world with love. Then in this very, this is Kunsan Zhou Yorong. He said that Kunsan every week have read to us. He said that this is and we can be together. And then he said that Dr. Li Yi share his professional to be an physiologist from 6 months to 20 years, help every patient when they have extreme pain. And he said that his share transform her life, and we all have tears. We have the Stimulating Medicine Center and has outstanding achievement. in from 2018, and when her home brother had operation in Hualien, we met Tan Tun-ji. He said she has a grateful heart and happy smile. And he's talk about Dr. Li Yi is for his determined and his TV show is really informative. Li Wei said that Wenjing, although they are quarantined for 21 days, but they look after themselves very well. They have a very exercise, and then they continue to have the Dharma teaching and very diligent in the studying the Dharma. And this is the very time to let themselves to be more diligent. And there is Professor Pang is said that about the climate change. If everyone look after our earth, then we will be very we will have a very safe earth. Then today we will have another lecturer, and then this is very beautiful poster who do it. This is Solu sister. For the art part, there is from the Kaohsiung. Having been here, of course, he's here. He came every year. Just from 2019, he's talked about the lunar July in 2019. At that time, when he finished, there is Kaohsiung, Li Wei, and then and me give him a very positive feedback. Then after his talk, he asked everybody, is there any ghost month? No, everybody do not believe it. They said that this is a blessing month. Ao Yahan, he is in Poland. He has been to Kaohsiung reading group. Thank you for the our group for the preview, and this is the very interesting and then available. He said that there is any reading group in the world has the call out and inspiring love and inspiring because we like to delight, we like to go online. So I wanted to lay one lotus flower. It is very we're grateful for him. He always gets a lot of invitation, and all the topic is different. He wants to have a different topic to invite different people to go into different area, then go to the different area of the people in the community. I don't remember this team in Kaohsiung. There is two in Hualien and Kaohsiung. These two this is strong team. And he will be in the MC as well. Then you can see that what they are doing because they have the activity to promote vegetarianism. Minjun is the MC. He said that why we need to be vegetarian. After to have the vegetarian meal, they become very purified, and they will become more healthy. They share about this. Then Yi Jun, he is the MC, and he has so many touching stories. Now we welcome Yi Jun. I will go to the Taipei. Yeah, thank you, Teacher Mei Yuan. When I look at this video, thank you for the background team. I'm very so touched by this audio video. The first time I come in here, I talk about the failure. The second time is talk about the lunar July. Last year is about the vegetarianism. Today I will talk about the raise up the temperance and no jealousy. This is our topic today. I ask everybody, do you have anybody have the jealousy before? I have. Then how to raise up our temperance? Yeah, I have a story for you. This is two eagles. One is flying very fast, the other flying very slow. The one flying very slow jealous of the one who fly very fast. One day, the slow eagle talked to the hunter. There is an eagle flying very fast. You can kill it by your arrow. Hunter said, yes, I can. But my arrow is lack of feather. Can I have the feather from your body? Then the slow eagle took out one feather, but the arrow cannot reach the fast eagle. Hunter requests another feather and another. All the feathers are took out, and the eagle cannot fly anymore, and to be caught by the hunter. So this is a very good example of jealousy. And this is so terrible. We always jealous of the other people, then we hurt ourselves. This is the story of the eagle. Then now we look at the real story. It is in Russia. There is a model. She has a very good career because her sister jealous of her. So she killed her. They cut her ear and then her eyes are taken out. And another one is Africa in Kenya. This is about old woman. She killed her 99 years old. Do you know why? Because when she saw that her daughter-in-law looked after her husband very good. Her husband is 99 years old. And then when the husband get up and then next to the heater and start to eat the breakfast for the daughter-in-law, so he's killed by his 65 years old wife because of the jealousy. Another story is last year. There is in Kaohsiung. There's about 46 people died and 40 people injured because of one 52 woman who is jealous of her boyfriend. And this is about this peacock is jealous. Please look at these famous people talk about jealousy. This one said, when we're jealous of the other, we will hurt each other. This is the most bad things to do. When you have jealous, you cannot prevent you to be a very best self. This is the prejudice of your spirit. When people have jealous, it cannot have successful career because he tried to look down of the other people's grade. And sometimes when you hate people, you will have the time to rest. But when you're jealous, you will not. And the people who are jealous, he use the time and the spirit for the jealous people. Jealous is the poison in our heart. It's the cyst in our heart. When we have the cyst, we try our very best to kill it. But jealous is the cyst inside our heart. And the people have no virtue. They're always jealous of the other people's virtue. Just like a knife. You think that you can go to the people's body, but actually it's go to your own body. He said that this prophet said that he is a very wisdom people. He said that if you want that, you won't have a very sad life. You try to jealous the other people. Anyone wants to ourselves to be suffering all the time? Of course not. So, because when we jealous people, we will always hate people. We are not happy inside our heart. So just like when we are jealous the other people, we just like we are in the hell. Just like what Yati said, when we have the mindset, one mindset we can be go to the heaven, one mindset we can go to the hell. This is I say that jealousy will delay your successful. This is what I say. This is jealousy always have the 5 points. We will have the greedy, we will have the hate, we will have the arrogance and the delusion. If we have the always say that we will hate some people, then we will just like the burning of our what we have done. But myself I say that when the jealousy, the heart of the jealousy raise up, we will always light the fire burning our virtue as well. And this is another story. Just about the this is about the story in the Water Dharma. And this is Buddha teacher. He is in Tang Dynasty, in the Regret Center. And when he is in Chang'an, he met an Indian Dharma teacher, Zha Lo Zha teacher. He's sick and has smell in his body, and no one sleep next to him except this teacher Buddha look after him with very happiness. Then this teacher Zha Lo Zha said that if you have obstacles, please go to my mountain to look at me. Then later on, this Buddha teacher, he has the because he is arrogant. So because he is offered a noble chair by the king, so he has the human face in his lead. So he go to the mountain to get killed by this teacher. Then talking about the ancient in the palace, there is so many princesses. They when we go to the palace, they have to compete. They want to be to be liked by the king. Then there is a lot of karma arise because of the competition. Then everybody know this story very well. This Paul and then Joseph. This in Beatles. They jealous of each other, and this Paul jealous of the Joseph. They jealous about each other, but this is the good jealous. They can compete with each other. Because of my father, Yibin, he's a famous singer, so he is in with all the singers together. Because my father will always talk about how the singers will always fight for the singing in the last. Then people say that in the this is different from nowadays, from the so many years ago when people buy the ticket, and at the time people the singer like to sing at the last, because all the famous singers, they want to like to sing in the last, so they always fight for that, and there is so many examples. But I think that in Chi that is different. This is the real story. That's 10 years ago when I go with Peng Lili and Wang Fang, when we have to go to USA to have the Dai Ai night. Then, do you know that Wang Fang? She is the movie queen in Taiwan. And Peng Lili, he gets the Movie Queen Award in Seoul, in Korea. Then we met at Taoyuan Airport. They arrived 30 minutes earlier than me. Then both of them went to the west of the USA, attend the ceremony of the Dai Ai Frank. I'm the MC at the night. Then Wang Feng said that she liked attending TG activities. No money can be earned, but a lot of happiness. After she has been volunteering in Burma and come back, her daughter asked her where did she go? She has a lot of positive energy. In Los Angeles, she told us a secret. She has been acting free for many times. Every time when she goes to the nice seats, when some Chi female volunteers will jump first to the wing to choose number 3, row 3 seats to sit first. Let Wang Feng sit in other seats because other seats are more comfortable seats. After she knows about this secret, she starts to fight for this third row not comfortable seats later on. In Los Angeles, Sister Qi Fang told Wang Feng that she will fight for the third row seat. Wang Feng did not respond fast, so she lost. Later on, the Pan Tong Fang know about this, and 2 of them are fighting for this third row seat. I can see that in Chi all these actresses are different. And that is another sister. She said that when she go to the international relief, she will go to fight for the sleeping sport. What is it? One volunteer said that they will fight for the floor sport when they go into the bedroom. Let the people who arrive late can sleep on the beds. So 2 movie queens start to fight for third row seat now, and can see the different size of the queen actress. Now we can look at the real life. I am the podcaster, so I can see a lot of these stories. This is in the other company, in the other TV, and there is podcaster A. Her domestic box has been disappeared, and then B said that, and then go to number C. C report to the media. Then later on, B to be the reporter later. And then the children will be jealous as well. Children always say that it's not fair. Just like in the school, the boy always said that teacher is not fair because always bias to the female students. Then I will see how we can overcome all this jealousy. You can see that all these famous stars, they are very they are so video attractive, and then a lot of cameras in front of the people, but at the back they are very have very sad life. And Elizabeth Taylor, she said that God gave me a lot of so beauty and very good name, and then a successful, a lot of wealth, but the God do not give me blessing. With people, when they are in a very high position, they're very afraid that they will be tied down, they will be pulled down. Then they actually their heart is not feeling very good. Tao Da Wei, there is the song about the name is called The Word from Mothers. Mother said, do not admire the people who are rich because they have their own worries. Do not look for the very famous. When you climb to the very high, you will go to the very deep. Do we think that we always think that people in the very high position? Do you think about that? If they go to the bottom, how can they feel? Of course, we didn't think about that. People always say that they cannot eat the grape. The grape should be sour. And we give another example, just like Jackie Chan. He has been performing a lot of movies, but how many hurts he has, how many wounds he has, how many fractures he had been. There is so many wounds, so many injuries. And that is at the right. There's Eddie Lindsay. Look at him; he's looking very old now. Because he has been to this kung fu drama, so playing so many, so he's had a lot of injuries as well. Do you want to be the two most influenced people? Do you like two of them to be? Do you want to be two of them? That actually, jealousy not only will hurt the relationship, will mess up our team, and to eliminate our atmosphere, and our productivity will be affected. And presume that there's two teams, that is the two managers. The one team is assessed directly for the other team. How about the other team is write down their own strengths? Look at the values. What is the result? The result is the team that have to write down their own strengths. That is about 60%. Can look at the other people's project. When we look at the other team, when they are so good or they have so many strengths, have a look at ourselves. Maybe our team have a lot of strength as well. There is the third concept. There is the high. We will have the temperate. Just like this lady Wu Junyu. She's a very famous relationship counselor. Everybody wants to have her signature, want to take photo of him, and then her husband said that and no one trainer will jealous about of the trainee because of the height, the different level. So so he will not have to jealous of the people who get a photo with his wife. Just like the president will not jealous of the team for the superintendent will not jealous of the team leader will not jealous for the team members. Just like Al Maya will not jealous of the of all these community leaders. If we find that we do not have the same theology as the other, but try not to be the same Wenzhou as the other. When I go to the Banqiu, there is can sit about 1,000 people. When I go to the ground floor, go to the audio room, this is about 4 levels. But I do not feel that this is very tight. But when I by the side there's the stairs from the ground floor up to the 4th floor. I start to tire and I start to cannot breathe properly. I imagine why does it happen? This is the same 4th floor. From ground floor to the audio room, the same 4th floor. Because I found out that because in the Jingxi Hall, when I climb up, there is a lot to see. There's people to see. There's a lot of different seats. But in the stage, it's all narrow, all plain and simple. So I can see that. I can feel that. When I look more, there will be more. My heart will be open more. And sometimes when I want to jealous people, when I think that maybe we want the clap, we want people to appraise us, but we have to remind us do not let all this appraisal to destroy our life. This is the maze. How to go out of the maze. If you know that there is a correct path, this is the maze. This is the correct path. When we jealous the other people, just like the maze, we go into the maze and we cannot go out. And when people study the psychology, we can look at this. This is the photo. When what we are thinking of, we will look at what that is the old woman. That is Wu. Sometimes I will think that why we have to compete. There is the time, this is the space, and there is the interaction. For as an example, 5,000 years ago, you have a friend that is very famous. Do you be jealous? If you're jealous of him, then you have the bad affinity. It will come out from 5,000 years ago to here. Just like if we're jealous of one person, then we will go past to 5,000 years later. So because of this jealousy, we will have the hatred. Then we look at the space. That is that the universe is so big, is vast. How come you're just jealous of one small thing? This the stars in the universe is more than the sands in the earth 10 times. Then is stars are more than all the sand in the earth is about 10 times. Then how come we like to jealous about one person? And how about look at the interaction between people? Will we jealous of our children? Of course not. Then what we are jealous for the person interaction? If you are not jealous, next time you will be in success. If you're jealous, when you look at the people, everyone, they are not good. Because you are the best, they will not have the good affinity with them. So you cannot upgrade your own virtue, your own character. But on the other hand, if you have a good affinity with him, you do not jealous him, then later on maybe he will help you. That is this book. This is the people who are rich. They will admire the other people who are more rich and more success. That only the old people, the poor people, will be jealous of the rich people. And who is the abacus expert? I think that the people who can do the best abacus is they have the gratitude heart. And we need to assess our own blessing. We will have a lot of good things. Then usually from my background, I know that a lot of singers, a lot of movie stars, they will jealous of the other movie star. But how about us? We need not to jealous about the others. There is a lot of people, they have a lot of things that we do not want to do, then we will not do. Just look at these grassroots volunteers. And like this Amar, she has a lot of venture because she make all this snack for the people and for free of charge. Then after her mom passed away, she will be a mental teacher. And just like this our Mayun teacher, the relative have the car accident, and then she forgive this driver. Can we do that? And that is our Sisyphus. She is the first generation of the first disciple of Master. And she said that we need to sacrifice. Then do you think that Master will jealous of us? And Master said that in the volunteer assembly, she said that she want to be the other place master. She believed that everybody can be the Buddha. If we are the Buddha, then we will be the master. Then create another teaching world. It is possible. When we have the Dharma, we will have the method. Then how to eliminate the jealousy? That only we paint. When we repent, then we will assess our own myself. This is Xing Yin Fa Si said that because of this jealous, this is one of the worries. Jealousy will have a lot of barrier because we cannot see the the other good sides of the other people, and then we cannot have the good promotion. When people admire us, praise us, we try not to jealous. So we are very cultivation team. So we need not to be jealous of each other. Because later on, maybe we will be the army, we will be the leaders in the world. It will be a lot of barriers when we are jealous of others. Master said that if inside our heart, if it is all the natural disaster, just like the delusion, just like all the arrogance, Master teaching said that we need to appraise others. Master said that why Buddha's disciple Wu Jian get killed, because Buddha said that because he has a lot of karma stuck from the many years ago. And Master said that we try not to have the greedy, so we will not have the root from our heart. This is need to be jealous. There is a few years ago, there is maybe a lot of people have the jealousy, so they attack us. And Master said that if we have the worries in our heart, we are the people who suffered. So we need to transform the jealousy onto the diligence. If we jealous one person, we have one more enemy. So today's topic is raise up the temperance. So try not to be jealous. At the moment, I'm promoting vegetarianism. If you know how to draw the flowers, you can come to me and can draw some flowers. Thank you. Then every time Brother Yi gave us different topic and give us a lot of strength. Yeah, that is the background. Is my bookshop. If you are in group, and then you will receive his PPT. He is doing so well. Then look at this feedback. He said that your voice is very nice. You like singing. May today you may have you do not have the affinity to sing. Then we can have the memory of your singing. Thank you to talk about this topic. Then because of this jealousy, we will have the 5 persons. And Mingjun, have you sing along with us? Yun Zhonghe. I'm not listening very clear. Jinghui said that because we are just a normal person, we always have delusion. Thank you for the brother Yi for his sharing. Then remind us not to jealous.
北京的周伟星说：“身心宽畅，一起来，副总做歌唱出来，词曲好听又好记，画面很美，很欢喜。”各位，如果您对这
because he is a broadcaster, so he is always look at the screen. He is always very good at talking.
庄淑婷副院长哈，让他们知道他们的一个努力。我们陈雅说，线上读书有自己的歌曲，真是太赞了。
And there is one person said, I'd like to listen to your stories because the stories are very, very interesting. And from Beijing, he said that. And she said that she liked this Yuan Zhongke. I think I will create a feedback for this deputy CEO, Sister Lin, and all these people to produce this song to have the feedback. Asha is a teacher. Cannot see our online. It's only the repeat. Watch the repeat. I am from Jiao Tong, because today I have one lesson free, so I can be online. So I can be with you together. And he will not be here because he's go back to the class. Thank you very much for our brother Yi. I hope that next year you will be another topic, and then come to our on-site to the library. Today actually South Africa family are very happy, and then Minjin is very happy, but today they cannot come. And dear master and all the volunteer I am Ludi, very happy to share with you today. I know that many years ago, Gigi go to the prison to look after all these prisoners. I am really appreciate what they have done, and they can bring the Master Dharma teaching to go to the prison because they are loose of the freedom. Because Master always say that there is nobody that we do not love, nobody that we do not forgive. Then when I heard about the brother Zhong, go to the he was a prisoner before, and then he can go to the prison to teach all these people. And the affinity come, I'm invited to go to the prison. Because of the pandemic, I have only a short time a few times to go inside the prison. I bring the Jingsi aphorism to share with them. And every student over there will follow me to read out the English Jingsi aphorism. The pronunciation is very correct. And I'm very mindful in the world. There is a lot of very nice Chinese writing articles. Because we cannot bring the mobile phone inside, so I cannot copy them and to appreciate them. And this is the products that they wrote it and they sent it to our brothers. There is a few stories, and I'm very touched. The first one is his nickname is called Fat Tiger. Why I use this photo? Because he's actually like this. He is a very serious look, very serious when he's in class. One day he told me one poem. He said that he's not a failure. Then I respond to him. Master said on 2014, the 5th of December, in the volunteer assembly. Master said that if this is the real failure, is not give the parents the material. You need to guide them. Go to the Buddhism and to learn the Dharma and then increase the wisdom life. So you will not Then because at the moment I use the mobile phone all the time, found out from the mobile phone. So, but I cannot bring the mobile phone to the prison. And this is Fat Tiger. He said that tell me who is writing this poem. He's so great. Another story is this is his face. He's always his name is nickname called Oji, because he's always shares the tea and snack. I asked him when you will come out, about 15 to 20 years. When I heard that, I cannot respond. I don't know what to say. Then later on, Brother Jung and the other sister go to visit his grandma and give blessings to this family. Then I hope that a lot more volunteers can enjoy and then can go participate onto this anti-monsoon team, because we can care for all these families. Just like Brother Gao, Brother Zhong. Let us pass it to the other sisters to share with us the sign language teaching. Everybody, I am, when I look at my heart, beautiful, and everything will be beautiful. In this team, I'm responsible for the sign language teaching. And we have been practiced so many times. When we go inside the prison, there's so many metal doors. Although we have the Brother Zhong lead us. When we arrived, Zhong Sisong said, "Pu Sat Hao." We start to bow to the Buddha. And we start to have Chi song, and then start to have the verses and 10 precepts. And all the people will sing it in a very strong and very solemn atmosphere. Then my heart starts to settle down, and I can feel that this is the good of the good deed. I try to share with them and then teach them how to do the sign language. And in the middle of the class, I can find that there's one person that this person cannot hear and cannot talk. But this is the similar and familiar language for him. So he is doing very good. He's doing, seems that he's connected to this sign language. Then I can feel that, and I can feel that he's so enjoyed. Then every time when I pass his space, and he is always give me a heart sign language.
这辈子最难控制的就是自己的心。明阳中学少年观护所小爱同学，他从
and hope that everybody that sign language means that if we settle down, and then we will not easily to be confused by the other people. We have to control our mouth, our thoughts, and our heart.
单你爱，然后常常被同学用谐音嘲笑。每当被人家嘲笑的时候，他就想用暴力来捍卫自己。
There is one girl. Her name's called So I. She is a very beautiful girl, but from primary school, she because of her name, the other people think of the other way, always make fun of her. So always abuse her because of her name. So she doesn't like her name. She always wants to change her name. So she started to fight with the people who abuse her. So in high school, she tried to escape from school and tried to stay outside from with her boyfriend. Then one day, when the other person talk about her name, make fun of her, she fight and hit the other people. So she go to the prison. When I first listen to her name, I say that, wow, your name is so nice. So so many people around you love you so much. And she starts to cry a lot. She said that, I'm always confused and suffered by my name because of the mindset changed. So I will feel that my name is so beautiful. I am loved by the people surrounded me. So she write me a letter about for the feedback. She said that for the gratitude, because this is love inside. So I hope that everybody in the prison can give them the love back, their hope. Now I bless everybody safe, happy, and safe. Let us support to them, clap for them. Yeah, from the Guanjin, said that Minjun brother not only broadcast, he is his voice is very nice and is very smooth and very I like this topic. This is about 10 years ago. I heard his singing is in Zhanghua at Jingxihu. His singing is from the back. Go to the front. Because he's confident about his singing, because his father is a famous singer, so he's very confident about his voice and his singing. He's Guan Xinyin. Yeah, thank you very much for this team, anti-poison team, give the good words, go to the prison. Then you can see the rainbow on top of our factory. So the Jingxi product is always saved alive. There is a lot of good books and a lot of central books in the library, in the bookshop. This is a gift box in May. And this is in May. We will talk about it in May because it is Mother's Day. Then we talk about this washing powder. And this is another one is the foot massage powder. You can see that there's a lot of herbal tea and the protein powder. It's about comestic. It is talk about this ginger powder. This is turmeric. This we have the special price. And this two bottles together, this $9.88. When we put this powder, put in the latte, this is really nice. It is really good bargain. Next week, we will have to Malaysia, Sulong, and then we will go to the China Liuling, and then we will go to the, we have the guide reading. And Dr. Zhao will come in next week. Two weeks later, we will have Lin Yingyong, a PhD, and then this is the bone donor. The team will come to our library. The 18th of May, we will go to the to on site as well. There's a lot of people will come in May, and then I like to be with you because you have the positive energy. We cannot don't have the power, but need to have the influence. Please say goodbye to the master and agency the monastic practitioners.
新形态的氢能的车子，或是说我们现在的都市，我们住的房间，未来的城市规划，大家要支持有这种绿色政见的候选人，或是市长候选人们。那另外一个呢，就是建筑物，未来的建筑物呢，2050年一定要做到净零。所以各位呢，未来买房子绝对不要只看着学区而已，或是地段而已，也必须考虑到这个建筑物，他住在里面会不会很耗能，会不会需要开很多的冷气。或是说这些建筑物它的建材是不是可以更环保一点点？那其实呢，建筑物里面这非常的重要。我们每一个人大概有80到90%的时间都在室内生活，所以我们基本上呢，如何在这个室内里面能够做到让我们更舒服，又可以做减碳，这个就非常的重要。这也是一种新的创新科技。那另外一个呢，就是建筑物的改变。我的好朋友是在台南，他是成大规划设计学院的林子明副院长。他就提出了，其实我们遇到热岛效应或是都市淹水的挑战，这个呢，只有靠着我们跟土地的关系，能够做更有效的沟通，才有办法。所以基本上，我们建筑物如果可以赶快的来减碳的话，其实每一个人，当你在买房子，或是你在选择房子的时候，或是说你未来的房子的改善能够改善的多一点的话，其实它对于温室气体的减碳贡献量是非常的大的哦。那另外一个呢，就是工业的减碳其实具有挑战性的，因为很多像以这个台湾来说的话，有很多的制造业它都是高碳排的产业，它现在也面对全世界很大的压力，也正在转型当中，不是只有台湾，全世界都是一样，所以这个呢已经变成是一个很大的显学，投入在做这些事情一定是非常好的。另外一个呢，就是创新的科技，像这个各位看起来的这个怪怪的机器哦，这个叫做碳的捕捉哦，就像把这个碳吸起来。然后把它存在地底下，这个点子是非常好。不过呢，要吸起来，那你是不是要 额外需要耗电。所以如何呢？它那个耗电的电是绿电，把吸起来的这个碳把它抓下来是很有效率的，因为不排碳。然后呢，可以存在地底下，让下一世代
哎，老师，
而不是我们不断的消耗。
Hello，谢谢。Hello，大
哎，
家
老师，大家好。
还有一个土地种树，或是整个跟
大家好
利用能够更和谐，这个是一个很好的做法。或是我们的土地利用，像现在呢，我们很多的土地这种所谓的惯性农法，有机的或非有机的，
感恩。
做一些更好的调整，更照顾我的土地。
有啊，现在我们刚才是2点多3点钟，现在5点。
我今年的这个主题，
好啦，上了。
其实
感恩一天，感恩呢
，Sharon。我们这个
Thank you，
大家很棒哦。谢谢你不能上来。
对，
拜
拜 ，OK， 拜拜。
我们需要更多的投资。能够来把这个关注放在这个绿色经济上面，这个需要我们大家一起努力。因为这个如果呢我推动你不推动，这个就没有办法，需要大家一起努力来做这事情。那这个部分如果要做，除了我们生活上的改变之外，也需要政策上的改变，或是规则上方便，或是一些经济上的一个工具的诱因，才能够做这些事情。也就是说，例如说我们吃蔬食，我们推动了非常的久一段时间。像我的朋友，他推动这个丰蔬食，他就给每一个餐厅给他一个平等，甚至呢，我推荐你，这是3颗星。结果呢，他就让这些蔬食的餐厅，他往更好的星等去往前移动，然后基本上他就造成一个善的正向的循环。这个也让这些蔬食的餐厅，它可以获得更多的营收，它可以做更多的服务。所以这个就是一个所谓的市场经济的诱因，可以来做这个事情。那其他的部分呢，就包含了我们的科技，还有我们的创新。其实未来呢，就有很多无限的可能。这个呢，都不是用现在的工具、现在的知识可以做得到的。这个就需要我们一起来发挥巧思，一起来改变我们这个环境。所以基本上呢，现在呢，证据是非常的充分。这个现在呢，不是在倡议的时候，是赶快行动的时候，而且要 action now action now。然后最后呢，我给大家一点建议。其实我们以前我们常常提到的，就是说我们的生活习惯，我们要多蔬食，我们要用环保的衣服，或是我们的生活作为。其实 IPCC 在4月6号公布了第3个工作组的报告，最新的报告告诉我们，我们做的事情是有科学根据的。我们生活上的改变很重要，远胜过能源转型很庞大的投资。所以我们不用去等到整个能源转型做，我们自己每一个人就可以做。但是这个需要更积极的作为的改变，需要影响更多人一起来接引他们进来到我们这样的一个方式。第二个呢，我们不能只有道德行动而已，我们其实要更多的调整跟运作，要有一些新的方法能够来做一些新的运作形态，而且呢，要让市场可以接受，让更多人可以参与，而且呢，也要跟国际来做接轨。所以也感谢这个美云师姐能够建立这个平台，这个让我们呢可以更多的参与，让全世界的这个能够一起来了解这个问题，能够创造一个更大善的循环。另外一个很重要的是说，不要一直常常办活动，烟火式的活动跟表扬。未来的这个减碳呢，一定要结合在地的生活，结合地方创生，打造有特色、有时尚的绿生活，这才是最好的方法。以上是我报告，也祝福大家，感恩。
非常的感恩彭博士，哇，彭博士你速度之快，我们家的口译也要非常，心脏也要非常的强，而且突然间你还有10分钟呢，你要不要讲故事啊？对呀、
好，
哎，你这个笑声太有能量了，我马上回你一下哈，然后你也稍微讲，就是你也可以稍微再讲一点点的故事。我们的泰国词管师姐就说哈，正负0.5度 C 的大问题，环保全球的一个正视，人人自己做起，带动家庭、社会、企业、国家、国际，吃素斋戒外，还能够能源转型，减少碳排放。大家一起来感恩彭博士的一个提醒跟分享哈。所以你有任何这一个部分呢，我们赶快就是听完博士在这一个部分一直跟我们讲，我们也没想到就是一开始的时候我们去零碳行动这 样子有手机看起，我自己在看这一则新闻的时候也吓一跳，因为呢数字真的是会说话哦，但是也没想到